Hanging anything on a wall without a stud finder can turn into a guessing game really quick. You can drill a hole, then miss the stud, and you drill another and another, and now you've got way more holes than you wanted. Or even worse, you can hit a wire. But this is where a stud finder is supposed to help you out. So I picked up some popular options online, and I actually partnered up with a handyman to see if these can work and if they're worth the extra money. Let's go. Hey, what's up everybody? I'm Ben from Shopper Advocate, and this channel is all things tech. We review products so you don't waste your money. We drop videos every week, so if you're into content like this, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And now, to be fully transparent, this video is not sponsored in any way. Like, these brands have not sent me these stud finders. I'm not being paid to review them. We buy everything ourselves, so it can be an honest, unbiased review, and you can make the right call with your money. First up, we have the JAXWQ wall stud finder, which comes in at $22.99 on Amazon at the time of filming. This one features an easy to read LCD display and can detect wood studs, metal studs, rebar, and even live AC wiring behind your wall. It has auto calibration, so you don't have to manually reset it before each scan, and is designed to detect both the edges and the center of a stud, which is really helpful when you're trying to drill accurately. There's also a small indentation at the top, so you can mark your spot directly on the wall once you find the center. So we'll see how accurate and beginner friendly this one really is. Next, we have the Prexiso 2-in-1 laser and stud finder, which comes in at $49.99 on Amazon. This one is a little different because it combines a traditional stud finder with a built-in laser level. It can detect wood studs, metal studs, and live AC wire, just like the others, but it also includes cross-line and horizontal laser modes, which can be really useful when you're hanging shelves, pictures, or anything that needs to be level. It also comes with a wall mount, so you can set it up hands-free for making straight lines. We'll be testing both the stud finding accuracy and how practical that laser feature actually is. Next up, we have the Zircon MultiScanner A250, which is priced at $59.99 on Amazon at the time of filming. This one comes with 4 scan modes: deep scan, stud scan, metal scan, and AC scan. So versatile performance to prevent costly drilling mistakes. It also features auto-correcting technology that automatically adjusts for user errors, reducing false readings and improving accuracy. Next up is the Bosch wall scanner GMS 12027, which is priced at $90.94 on Amazon, making it the most expensive stud finder in this lineup. This one is designed to detect live electrical wires, metal, and wood behind drywall. What sets it apart is the way it displays information. It uses different icons on the screen to show you what kind of material it's detecting. There's also a red circle in the center of the display that helps you pinpoint and mark the exact center of the stud. Bosch is known for professional grade tools, so we'll see if this one lives up to that reputation in our tests. All right, so I am here with Mr. Jürheem, who is a handyman, and he actually built us a mock wall. So Jürheem, tell us about what's going on with this wall here real quick.
Yeah. Well, this wall resembles pretty much what you find in a resident house.
Okay.
What we have done to see how accurate the stud finders are, we use 3 thicknesses of drywall. On the bottom is 1/2 inch, in the middle is 3/8, and on top is 5/8.
Nice.
What else do you find in a residency? Electrical wiring with current, which is alive. We plug this extension cord into the power outlet. What else do you find? Wiring, copper, gas, and sewer. And on top of it, we have ducting, just to make sure we have pretty much all the bases covered.
Got you. Okay, yeah. Nice. So if someone is going to the store looking for a stud finder today, what is the #1 thing about that stud finder that they should be looking for?
Very simple, in big capital letters, in one word: accuracy.
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 Okay.
You must trust your stud finder. If you're called to a job site and the stud finder shows you there's nothing, and you're gonna drill or install something, and all of a sudden you hit any of these pipes or lines, you'll be in big trouble. Accuracy is #1.
Okay.
The rest is #2.
Gotcha. Okay, accuracy, accuracy, accuracy. I'm gonna have that in big bold letters on the screen right now in the edit.
Yep.
Okay, so I feel like that should be our first test. So let's do an accuracy test. So we'll take all the stud finders and run them by one of these studs here and see which one comes the closest.
Okay.
We traced on the drywall where the stud is, so you can get a better picture at how accurate these are. First up is the Zircon brand, which as you drag it across the drywall, it makes a loud beep and red light flashes to give you the center of the stud. It was dead center. Next is the Prexiso brand, which starts to make a sound and gives a red light once you reach the edges of the stud. It was pretty accurate for the left side, but a little off on the right.
It's a little bit off.
Next up, we tested the JAXWQ brand, and it is accurate to the center.
It is pretty much on target.
Lastly, we tested the Bosch. As you drag it across the drywall, it beeps loud and makes a red circle once it reaches the center. It was pretty off to the left, so we decided to try it again on the thinner 1/2 inch drywall to see if that would make a difference. And it was even more off than the first test.
Look how far off this is.
So here are the results from the 5/8 inch drywall. The Zircon and the JAX brand were spot on with finding the middle of the stud. The Prexiso did a good job at finding the edges just a touch off on the right side. And the Bosch brand was off to the left when finding the center. All right, so we just got done with the accuracy test. Some stud finders were more accurate than others, but now we're moving on to a metal detection test, right? Because a lot of these stud finders claim they can detect metal behind drywall too, right?
Correct.
Right, so we're gonna move on to that test now.
Yep.
First up, we tested the Zircon brand. After putting it in metal scan mode, we wanted to see if it will recognize the copper pipe behind the wall, and it didn't catch anything, although it did recognize the nails in the wall, but nothing for the copper. Then we tested the Prexiso brand with a copper pipe. It was the same story. It did not recognize the copper, but it did detect the nail in the drywall easily. Next, we tested the JAXWQ brand. It also detected the nail in the wall, but no results for the copper pipe. Lastly, we tested the Bosch brand with the copper, and this one actually recognized the pipe. It did read it to be a little off center, but it still blinked red and showed that there was metal behind the wall. So for the copper, no brands were able to detect it except for the Bosch. Next, we tested these stud finders with the gas line. First up is the Zircon brand. This one did recognize the gas line. It showed the center being just a little bit to the left of where the true center was, but pretty accurate. Next is the Prexiso brand, and this stud finder was all over the place. First, it wasn't catching anything at all. Then it started to beep, but never really found a true center.
This one is going bananas.
So there were no real results for this stud finder. Then we tested the JAXWQ brand. After scanning the wall, we found out that it detected the edges of the pipe. So if you calculated the center from the edges, then this brand would be pretty accurate. Lastly was the Bosch brand, and the results were accurate. Here are the results from the gas line. All brands were pretty accurate, except for the Prexiso, which gave inconsistent readings, so it was not included in this test. Next, we tested these stud finders with an electric line with no power. And after running all of these brands across that section, nothing showed up. So none of the brands could recognize the electrical wire without power at least. Next, we tested these stud finders with a ducting hose. First up is the Zircon brand. After sliding it across the drywall slowly, it recognized the ducting and marked the center spot on, so it was very accurate. Then we tested the Prexiso brand. This one once again detected the edges of the duct. It did a decent job, but the center would be off to the left just a bit. Next up was the JAXWQ brand. It also measured the size of the ducting. It gave a very wide marking, which tells us that it's recognizing that there's something behind this area. And lastly, we tested the Bosch. This one started to go off once we reached the center and it was dead in the middle. So this one was pretty accurate. Here are the results. All brands were pretty spot on accurate, with the Bosch and Zircon coming the closest to true accuracy. And lastly, we tested these stud finders with a power cord with live electricity going to it. None of them were able to detect the power cord except for the Bosch. It actually gave a warning symbol and made this sound.
Interesting, when it catches current, the alarm sounds different.
This way, you know that this will not be a safe place for you to drill. All right, so we just got done testing out these 4 different stud finders, and we got some pretty interesting results, right, all across the board. But if you were at the store today, or if you were on Amazon today shopping for a new stud finder, which one would you choose?
Very simple. If I'm not on the budget,
okay,
I would choose the Bosch.
The Bosch, all right.
Next, if I would be on a budget, I would choose this brand.
Gotcha.
It's cheaper than the Bosch and almost as accurate as the Bosch, but the Bosch is definitely the winner among all of them.
Gotcha, okay.
Would you agree?
I would.
Okay.
I would definitely agree. So if you want to go with a premium stud finder, that's definitely the Bosch. But if you're on a budget, the Zircon definitely won't let you down. All right, but which one would you choose? Which one do you think was the best? Drop your comment down below. So thank you so much for tuning in. If you got value from today's video, be sure to hit that like button. And if you want to see me try some more gear or test more products, drop your suggestions into the comment section and I'd love to check it out. All right, we'll see you next week.